and I've already picked which melee weapon I believe to be the best. And I believe it's not even close race. Also, I have the second best too. But right here is the best melee weapon. For those of you
Let's get to work,
asking
strike
why,
team.
it has the same attack
Weaver,
damage.
my team has prepped the rover for dimensional transfer.
Strike team, get to the rover and proceed
Shut
with
up.
escort.
It has the same exact damage as all the rest, with a way superior attack speed. This is in part 5 of the Let's Play. Well, not Let's Play, part 5 of the testing video is where I did this weapon. And this thing just melts bosses like no problem. And groups of zombies, no problem. And in that video, I did get my hands on a default combat knife. And the speed, this thing attacks about double of a default knife. So, yeah, this thing's just insane amounts of damage. And if you get trapped in a corner, this thing can get you out. Hey, I got a boss. Just watch this. Boom. Out. That fast. So, as you see, quite effective. Now, out of all these weapons, I would probably put this as second best. This default knife at third. And then I would probably have to give it to the sledgehammer and then the machete. But the sledgehammer and machete are so close to each other that you could practically swap them. Keep in mind, with both the sledgehammer and machete by yourself, just relying on the melee weapons, you will not be able to extract even a level 10 extraction. You attack way too slow to be able to actually extract. Which kinda sucks. Oh well. Now, in case if you're wondering what you might have to do to get the shovel, it's 3 kills without dying. Which isn't too bad. It'll take quite a bit of effort, but you should have it in no time. And then for the second best, just get execution kills. You need at least 2 per match for 15 matches. Just like with the shovel, you need 3 melee kills without dying for 15 different matches. The other 2 weapons, I would still say unlock, because I think it's cool having all the weapons. But if all you're interested in is which melee weapon's going to be the best, you're better off unlocking this or this. But this E-tool is number 1. Now in multiplayer it may not be as good because it sounds like it's a 2-hit kill in multiplayer, but in zombies it doesn't have a damage, minus on it, so it adds up to the best weapon. If for any reason they nerf the damage on here later, then I would have to test the 2 and actually compare, but right now as it stands, this is hands down the best without any question. Which is quite good, And the number 2 is definitely not a bad weapon either. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you want more, like to watch more of all the in-depth testing I did, feel free to watch part 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 if you want. Part 2, I did the default knife. Part 3, I did the sledgehammer. Part 4, I did this sword. Part 5, I did the shovel. And Part 6, I
The
did
rover
the
crosses a
machete.
dimensional threshold. Any
But-
intel it recovers will be key to our understanding how the dark ether affects organic matter.
Stay with the rover as it scans for a stable dimensional entry point.
But as it stands,
Organic specimen ready for transport.
that's how
Scanning for rift
I
anomaly.
rate it.
Hostiles incoming.
But, you know, you guys can make your own opinions. Maybe you want a slower swinging weapon that, you know,
Are you receiving?
No!
one nice thing
Dimensional
is,
breach has collapsed. Get to the rover!
one nice thing is this weapon don't have any knife lunges. So it really makes it where you don't have to worry
Remarkable.
about,
Even with its
oh,
brief
I
exposure,
accidentally
the
triggered a
specimen has
knife
already
lunge.
experienced dimensional metamorphosis.
And one nice thing about melee weapons, leveling them up only allows you to unlock the camos. So, base default value of the knife will always be as good as each other. Now keep in mind, with the Forge, the PC, I am comparing the melee weapons. While they have maxed out melee stats, meaning
Scanning structural
for
stability of
the
anomaly.
upgrades with the crystals, I fully maxed out the melee.
Stable entry point confirmed. Preparing systems for transfer. Proceeding with specimen transfer.
We're through. Gray, are you receiving a signal?
Rift has ejected the payload. Get back to the rover.
We still need to find a stable breach. Continue escort.
But as you see, it performs very well. In this game mode, I easily got to the 7th area. I got messed up by a random panzer. Otherwise, I could have probably have made it all the way up to wave 8 or more. And
Took a hit.
wow. Pay no attention to me dying. I'm getting distracted.
Warning. Team
Don't get
outside. Safe
distracted.
escort
I'm gonna
parameters.
die. But yeah. Anyways. That death in the end won't matter. But, like I was saying, you know, I was able to ease. Like I was saying though, if you know how I was doing this
Escort
mode,
required for continued
I was
operation.
doing it with very strict conditions on.
Undead hostile.
And so, the fact that I made it that far with strict conditions is quite good. I would not allow myself to purchase anything outside
Proceeding
of
with specimen
the,
transfer.
pretty much I would have to complete these events, and then
Rover has crossed the breach.
when you get the
Gray, do you
beacon,
still have it?
I will only allow myself to
Affirmative.
buy anything
Escort
inside the
successful.
beacon.
We are receiving now. Well done, everyone.
And I had to run straight to the escort, which, you know, is pretty, you know, strict. You know, it's pretty much like a speed run strat, more or less, trying to speed through the game fast as possible. Type thing, more than a But, you know, pretty much when it came to this, though, I just kind of stopped caring. So, that's why I ended up getting hurt. But it's not a big deal. Yeah, I don't need it. Then I was like, yeah, I don't feel like grinding for it. So, good luck. I will go ahead and end the video.
Clear him out!
Deck.
That's good enough, let's go!
And as you see, easy clear.
Raptor 1 has secured strike team. Moving out. Good work, team. Every successful op gets us 1 over Omega.
And I got absolutely nothing for that escape. But, yeah, best melee weapon, shovel. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all the hours I put into it. I think I know these weapons quite well, which is good, because that's the whole point of this, to try to have a good idea on the weapons and give you information. But definitely try to unlock the shovel, it's definitely worth it, and I'll see you guys on the next video.